Okay, 2013 Royal Star Venture. And what I'm doing today is doing a little clutch upgrade. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace this spring plate here only with an upgraded. A lot of people put a Barnett system in here. Now, a lot of times they'll go ahead and replace all these friction plates too, but I'm not doing that today. I'm still using factory. This bike only has 12,000 miles. So what I'm gonna do is enhance it by leaving the friction plates and all, just replacing this outer. But let me show you where we're at so far. Now, the easy way, you can do this without losing any oil. You can do it without having to remove any pipes or anything. It's an easy job. This is not the first time I've done this. But this is what you need. First off, get you one of these ball joint type. This is just an Allen, but it has a ball joint. It lets you get down here under these pipes. And these aren't torqued very tight, so they're pretty easy to remove. Now, when you take these out, it's very important that you remember the sequence of the screws because some of them are longer than the others. So what I've done is I've taken the bottom 3 out here. Okay, and I've laid them in sequence. They're all the same size. Then starting with a pattern from left all the way around, I've laid them in a sequence here. So I know from left to right, the exact order in which they'll go back. Now, of course, this is the cover removed and you can see the old gasket. So essentially, once you remove those outer screws, you just pop that cover off there. Now I'm going to take a blade, a razor blade here, and I'm going to clean this old gasket material off. Now watch also, because there's little like dowels. There's 2 of them. There's one still in here. There's one here that stayed here on the engine side. So make sure those get put back in place, and you can see they'll only fit on each side. Now be careful, don't get debris and all in here. That's a wet clutch system. But don't get debris and stuff at all in here. And it's a pretty straightforward job. Now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come back. I'm gonna remove these, okay? I'm gonna take out the old. I'm gonna put a new in. I'm gonna torque these back. Now, this is very important. Do not over tighten them. And don't be cheap. Order you one of these. An inch pound. It's an inch pound, not foot pounds. You technically could use a foot pound. I think 70 inch pounds is what is equivalent to maybe 5 pounds. But it's not a lot of pressure. But I use the inch pound. You can buy this everywhere. And you're gonna torque these back to 70 inch pounds. If you do more than that, you're gonna crack the inside here and you're gonna end up having to take all this out and replace this clutch basket here. This whole piece here, which means you're gonna have to torque that off, remove that whole piece and put a new one on. So just don't do it. Now I'll come back on a second video and I'll show you essentially the new installed component. But it's a pretty straightforward job. I did have to remove that little factory horn, which I'm not using now because I've upgraded to a Wolo horn. But nevertheless, I did have to remove it so I could get to these 2. But that's not very difficult at all. So I'll come back in another video when I've actually got this new part put on, and I'll show you how I've torqued these down. Then I'll be ready to put my new gasket in and seal this back up. So hopefully this is helpful. This is a Royal Star Venture. Now this is 2013, but it'll work on any second generation model. All right, hopefully this is helpful to you.